Hey guys, are you feeling overwhelmed by your blog? Here's how to take control, stay consistent, and never miss a blog post again. Welcome to today's training from Overwhelm to Organize, mastering, hello, your blog's editorial calendar. It can be done. Words are hard sometimes, and today is one of those days. If you ever feel like you're constantly scrambling to come up with content ideas, struggling to stay consistent with getting content out, or if you're feeling burned out trying to keep up with all the changes, all the things, all the content, this training is for you. Today, we're going to uncover how to plan your blog content like a pro, because that's what you are, and avoid burnout and stay consistent with practical tools and hacks.
So what are you going to learn? You're going to learn why an editorial calendar is essential for blogging success. You're going to learn a few practical steps to create a content plan that works for you. You're going to learn some tools and hacks to streamline your content scheduling process. And you're going to learn how to avoid common mistakes that lead to overwhelm and inconsistency. Clearly, words are hard for me too.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one. All right. So what are you going to walk away with? Number one, you're going to walk away with a clear strategy to organize your blog content, and it's going to reduce your stress. I promise you. Number two, you're going to walk away with actionable steps to create a sustainable content schedule. That's important, especially if you're doing this as a business. And number three, confidence to stay consistent and focused on those blog goals that you have. Okay.
Your word of the day is calendar, CALENDAR. Text the word calendar to 251-644-6701 to get your free printable for this week that you can use all week or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, so 5 biggest mistakes that bloggers make. Mistake number one, not having an editorial calendar. It doesn't have to be super regimented. It doesn't have to be, very fancy, but you need one. Relying on inspiration and last minute ideas is what leads to inconsistency, and it's what leads to missed opportunities. It's harmful because it leads to sporadic posting. It leads to stress and overwhelm of not knowing what to create. It can confuse your audience because they don't know when to expect stuff from you. It makes it harder to plan for seasonal or timely content. And it really and truly will increase that stress and that burnout from always scrambling to even know what to create.
Yep. All right. Mistake number two, underestimating the commitment that is needed in order for you to grow, especially to grow this as a business. So many bloggers don't realize the level of consistency and the volume that's required to grow this as a business. While creating 5 or more pieces of content a week feels overwhelming, we get it. We understand that it is necessary in order for you to build momentum and stand out in such a crowded industry. Okay. And here's why it's hurtful. Tell them some of those ideas.
Inconsistent growth. When you post sporadically or too little, it slows your ability to gain traction and build an engaged audience. Number two, again, those missed opportunities. Fewer posts mean fewer chances to connect with your audience, fewer chances to rank in the search engines, fewer chances to share your expertise. Plus, it creates a lack of discipline. When you don't have a clear plan to meet your content goal, it's easy to fall behind and lose focus. Look, Crystal and I have said it multiple times. We're both working really hard to grow our YouTube. And there are things that I'm noticing about YouTubers that have been around forever. They're only posting about once a week. But you have to understand, they have 500 videos that are all out there getting traction, that are getting consistent views. They've already proven themselves. Okay? You haven't. You have to prove yourself.
Well, and honestly, you're right. As they reach a certain point, they get to where they only do 1 new video a week, and then they start to feel like they're not growing as much. And if they would go back to putting out more than 1 video a week, they will grow more.
Right.
And it's the same thing as blogging. You haven't covered it all. You haven't, or you're not an expert, All right.
Right.
So mistake number 3, posting seasonal content too late. Many bloggers wait until the last minute to publish that holiday or seasonal content, and they miss the window when their audience is actively searching for it. So to maximize traffic and engagement, seasonal content needs to go live well in advance of the actual event or the holiday. You cannot post December 1st. You can't start sharing your Christmas content December 1st. That is way too late, and you've missed the mark. People are already planning their Valentine's stuff at that
Will
point.
you get some traffic? Absolutely, you will get some traffic. But would you have gotten a lot more traffic if you had done it when you should have? Yes, you would have.
Right. So why is this hurtful?
Again, missed traffic opportunities. By the time your content is live, your audience has already found what they need elsewhere.
Yep.
Lost relevance. Posting too late makes your blog feel out of sync with your audience's needs and timelines. And you say it, Crystal especially says it a lot. If Target has this stuff out, you're kind of late, right? Because now they're at Target buying the things and they don't know what to do with the things because you didn't write the content telling them what to do with the things.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You're no longer relevant. Plus, you're not shareable. Seasonal content has the most impact when it's shared early enough to be useful for planning and preparation.
Yep.
If it's already done it, I'm not sharing it. I've already done that. I'm moving on to the next holiday.
Right. Exactly. All right. Mistake number 4, chasing trends instead of sticking to a plan. Many bloggers fall into the trap of trying to jump on every single trending topic. Okay. If you didn't watch last week's training about evergreen content, go watch that.
Let's put it right up there. Last week.
Sounds good. So if you are chasing down every trending topic or being overly spontaneous with your content, that is a problem. While it might seem like a good way to stay relevant, this approach often leads to inconsistency and lack of focus. Treating your blog like a business means sticking to a well thought out plan and not reacting to every trend on a whim. We have to be proactive and not reactive.
So why is it harmful? Well, it dilutes your brand. Constantly shifting focus to chase trends. Sorry, I thought I just made that quiet. I don't know why it's still going on. Clearly, I didn't mute the right thing. It dilutes your brand. Constantly shifting focus to chase trends confuses your audience, but it also weakens your niche authority. Number 2, it wastes time, to be honest. Trends are fleeting, and the effort spent creating content around them often has very little long-term value. And number 3, it disrupts your strategy. Spontaneous content creation can derail your editorial calendar and make it harder to stay consistent.
Mistake number 5, failing to track and analyze performance, not reviewing which posts perform well and using that data to create the future content and to plan the future of your business and your blog. That's a problem. You need to be doing that.
Yeah. So why is it harmful? Because it leads to wasted effort on content that didn't resonate with your audience. It creates missed opportunities to double down on successful topics and formats. Like we say, continue doing what's working, do more of what works, right? So for example, if your audience loves how-to guides, plan more of those in your calendar. Don't just start going on, oh, well, they liked that how-to guide. I wonder what else I can do. What about if I do a list post? Why? Why wouldn't you do another how-to guide?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. So here's how you can avoid these mistakes. What is your solution? Create and use an editorial calendar. Don't just create it, use it. Create and use your editorial calendar. This is your roadmap for content creation. It helps you plan ahead. It helps you stay organized. You know what you're up against. You know what's coming. And it ensures that your blog stays on track. And then you're not on December 1st, just now publishing your Christmas content. Okay. So here are some actions that you can take.
Actionable steps to build your editorial calendar. Number 1. There's a reason this is number 1. This is not just random stuff. This is kind of in order. Number 1, set your goals. You have to set a clear goal. If you don't define what you want to achieve with your blog, then how do you know if you've met it? Number 1. But number 2, how do you know what to do, right? If you don't know what you want to achieve, how do you know what to do? You need to align your content plan with those goals. So for example, if your goal is to grow traffic, then you really need to focus on SEO friendly evergreen posts.
Number 2, you need to be batching your work. This is a game changer. And if you're not doing it, you need to be doing it. You need to group similar tasks together so that you can save your time and energy. It is proven that it takes time for our brain to shift from one thing to another. And if we're constantly shifting, then we're not working effectively. So write all of your blog posts for a week at a time, or take the weekend and write all of your content for the whole month, for the next upcoming month. Then sit down and schedule them all to social media. Or like, what are the things that you can sit down and do all together at the same time? Can you sit down and do all of your recording for your YouTube videos for the week? And then another day, sit down and do all of the editing, right? And then sit down and do all the emailing for the pushing that content out. What can you do? Then spend a day sitting down where you do nothing but comment on other people's content that's similar to yours. Okay. Be intentional with your time. Number 3,
track and adjust. Use analytics to see which posts perform best and adjust. You got to make this plan, but you have to be willing to change the plan. Okay. Mm-hmm. You have to be willing to adjust your calendar according to what is actually working best. Mm-hmm. So for example, again, if your audience loves tutorials, you need to write more detailed tutorials, how-to guides, or video walkthroughs to elevate the engagement from your readers.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, count backwards from key dates. So for holidays or seasonal content, you need to work backwards from the event to ensure that your posts go live 8 to 12 weeks in advance. Why is this important? It may feel like it's overwhelming, but this is needed. It gives your audience time to find and use and share your content while it's relevant, right? And like Kelly said, if you wait too long and they're not finding it until 2 weeks before Christmas, it's one thing 2 weeks before Christmas to find a last minute Christmas whatever that's promoted as something last minute, right? But if you're waiting until December 20th to promote Elf on the Shelf stuff, they're like, who is this lady? I've been doing this for 6 weeks, right?
Right.
So it allows them the time needed to find all of this. So if you're creating content for Christmas, start planning in September and publishing by October. This ensures that your posts are ready when people are searching for them, planning for the holiday, getting their ducks in a row. Yes, there are people that are going to plan a little bit later, but you need to be ahead of the curve. That is really important. What's their habit?
So your final micro habit challenge. I want you to take 30 minutes today and start an editorial calendar following these 3 steps. Number 1, write down 5 to 10 content ideas that align with your blog's goals. Number 2, and you don't need to brainstorm them. You're going to get them from your Search Console. Okay. But Number 2, choose a tool, digital or physical, to organize your ideas. And then number 3, I want you to schedule your next 3 blog posts. I want you to include the deadlines for writing, editing, and publishing into your editorial calendar.
Remember, an editorial calendar isn't tool. It's a strategy to help you stay consistent, to reduce stress, to grow your blog with purpose, with intention, being deliberate. By planning ahead and staying focused and organized, you'll free up more time so that you can create high quality content that resonates with your audience. Don't forget, send the word calendar to 251-644-6701. When you send that word, it should automatically give you the information for the worksheet that goes along with this training. If it doesn't, that means that you probably accidentally D&D'd us or unsubscribed in some way that D&D'd us, okay? So in order to restart all of this, you need to text the word start and just the word start alone. Send it to that same number, wait about 5 seconds, and then send the word calendar, and then it should get you back on track to getting our emails, unless you D&D us again. Don't do that. All right,
y'all. You've got this. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications, all the things so that you don't miss any blogging related content coming through the pipeline. Now, go take one step today, whether you're brainstorming ideas, digging in your Search Console, or just setting up your calendar, and start turning overwhelm into organization.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.